Well, in a 3-decade career, a coach could make nearly a dozen different stops. It's not too often that one guy starts and ends his career in the same place or coaches multiple generations of the same family. For first-year Andrews head coach Tom Harvey, he spent his entire career trying to return where he started. This is Chase Gore, Andrews High class of '95 and Mustang for life.
From every game from the '93 year.
His son Tate, a current junior at Andrews, is following in Dad's footsteps and is now playing for one of the same coaches as his father.
And there's another one right here, and there's Harvey up there.
Coach Tom Harvey. He began his coaching career at Andrews in 1992 as a defensive assistant under the legendary W.T. Stapler. He was part of some of the best defenses and playoff runs in Andrews history.
Those years were really outstanding defenses.
There's been some teams probably with more talent than we had, but since I've been around, that was the best team come out of Andrews. I think we had 5 shutouts that year. Nobody scored on us like 5 weeks in a row.
After the 1993 season, it would be 21 years and 6 career stops later before Coach Tom Harvey returned home.
I never forgot Andrews. It just seemed like everything was put in place for us to return.
Harvey was on staff under Andrews legend Ralph Mason for 2 years as a secondary coach before being promoted to D coordinator in 2017.
Working for Ralph Mason was about as good as it gets as an assistant coach. I was fine doing that, and I told him that when he left. You can do this for 10 more years and I'll be happy being right here beside you.
But Coach Mason's time came to hang up the whistle. He retired after the 2021 season, and Coach Harvey was asked the question he waited 30 years to hear.
He offered me a job and said, take a few days and think about it. An opportunity to stay in Andrews and finish up my career here. There wasn't a lot of thought that needed to take place.
Harvey took over as head coach of the same program he began his career, exactly 30 years later.
Not many coaches get to do that. Not many coaches, like if this is going to happen, usually they start somewhere and they just end up staying there for 30 years or whatever, but rarely do they leave and come back. Rarely do you get those opportunities in life, and they say you can't come home, and it's obviously not true.
His heart, he always wanted to come back here.
For Chase and several others, it means their sons are playing for the same coach that helped them to nearly 2 undefeated regular seasons in the 90s.
I couldn't ask for a better situation. I know that number one, Harvey will hold the kids accountable. He'll hold my son accountable, and he'll expect from them what he needs to get out of them.
The Mustangs haven't had the easiest first season for Coach Harvey, going 6-4 in the regular season and 2-2 in district. But for Harvey, regardless of wins and losses, this season has been a dream come true.
To walk out of that office door on a Friday night and go stand on the sideline, that means so much to me. And get to wear a black shirt with an A on my shirt, with an A on it, the Andrews A with a Mustang coming out of it. The dream had come true, I guess.
A dream come true, and what would make this season even more of a dream come true for Harvey and the Mustangs is a deep run in the playoffs, and it all starts tomorrow.